hope you're doing well. It is Monday, November 11th. Okay, we're trying again. Making sure my internet's good to go. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to. I hope your week is starting out very well. Almost the midpoint of November, believe it or not. This month has gone by really fast. Tonight, I'm doing a mental health Q&A, and I'm going to be talking about the soundness of mind. This is very vital that we have this understanding for ourselves, because without a sound mind, we will be in chaos mentally. And if that's a mess, then everything else can be expected to be a mess. So that is what you can expect this evening. I'm going to wait for a couple of minutes. Feel free, if you're in the live stream tonight, to ask any questions, any experiences or advice. Who watches and who reads your comments and your messages. And if you're watching on the replay, feel free to share anything in the comment section. Yeah. And my classes have resumed this week in my regular schedule, and hopefully you guys will find something that suits you, and I will see you in the classroom. Again, everything's in my descriptions. You can for any of those classes. If you're interested in the one-to-one sessions, you can also book directly through my website, and I will sit with you and help you on your inner healing journey. Or if you're interested in the one-to-one creative coaching, then we can do that as well. Okay, so sound mind. What is a sound mind? Sound is whole. Sound is wholeness. Sound is both, it's actually both wholeness and peace. And it is acquired first, and then we integrate it into the realm, the spiritual mental realm, the intellectual mental realm, the emotional mental realm, and the physical mental realm. Okay, so my first step is to access the spirit of peace, which is freely given to me through the Prince of Peace, who is God himself. I must begin my spiritual journey if I haven't already, because that is the start of having a sound mind. Hi, welcome. Good to see you tonight. Glad you're here. This is Mind Heart Mondays, and we're just getting started, so you've come at the perfect time. I am doing mental health Q&A, so anybody who wants to ask any questions about anything, I will answer every question you have tonight. And that's of mind, giving you some basics on how to keep a sound mind, which is basically a mind that is in a state of peace and wholeness. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. November 11th is your birthday. That's awesome. What'd you do to celebrate your birthday? I might move. I might have to move if my internet keeps doing this. I apologize. But yeah. What have you done, or what are you doing to celebrate your birthday? So I just started our teaching. I'm going to get into it now. Mental soundness. Again, for me to have a sound mind, I must know peace. Peace is a spiritual inheritance. This is something we don't find in the world. We don't find it in people. And if I don't find it for myself from the Prince of Peace himself, I cannot find it within myself. So I must have spiritual peace in order to have a sound mind. Okay. Welcome, Erica. I can't. Que nunca vimos su Brazil. I'm not sure. Is that Brazil? Y'all, I'm gonna work on this. I need to figure out. I think there's a way I can translate my live stream to all languages so you guys can understand what I'm saying. That's my next to do on my to-do list. Because I really want y'all to, there's no lost in translation. I really want y'all to understand what I'm saying, and I want to understand what y'all are saying. Brazil. Okay, well, hi. Hi from Brazil. My name's Ruby. I'm in the States. I'm actually in Iowa right now. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to my channel. Yes, if you like what I'm sharing tonight, you feel this is a good place for you, then certainly subscribe. Mind Heart Mondays. This is our Monday live stream. And into the sound of the mind. So, spiritual peace is my first step. Do you have spiritual peace? Because for me to have mental peace, I must have spiritual rest and peace in my heart. And that only comes from God himself. So if you're in a place where you're wrestling with the chaos of the mind, and you're not really spiritual, your first step is to seek God for his peace. And once you have it, then you are able to have a place to anchor your soul. So that's step one, is find your spiritual peace in the Prince of Peace himself. Now, what if I do have spiritual peace? What if I do have because for some reason, okay, we're back. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. No entiendo. Okay, so your language sounds a lot like Espanol, and to me that sounded like you said, I don't understand what you're saying. Havia English. Okay. I'm working on that, Erica. Actually, I do need to figure out how to add translation to my live streams. And I promise you, I will, that's on my to-do list. I already wrote it down. Understand what I'm sharing, because I really do want you to get, you know, if I am, let me put it this way, if I am anchored to the Prince of Peace, who is God himself, but I wrestle with mental unrest. I'm going to start there because, you know, you can be in any stage of mental unrest. You can be in complete dysfunction and not even be able to handle anything, okay, which is the worst place you can be. But you're struggling with trying to find, why is it that I can't, you know, get a hold of my thoughts, or why is it that I'm, you know, I keep going over the same mountain, you know, even though I know better, I'm still in these toxic loops. Okay, now there's a lot of reasons why this could be. Firstly, it could just simply be that you need to talk. You need someone that you can talk to about what's going on. Okay. So one of the ways you can kind of sort through your thoughts is journaling. And I shared this last Monday in Novelty Notes class, and I share that every Mondays with you. So one of the reasons that you might be struggling mentally is because you just have too much and you don't have a way to release it. So I would suggest, if this is where you're at, that you would find some time to journal and write your thoughts to declutter. Or if you prefer talking to someone, I'm available for one-to-one sessions, and I would be happy to sit with you and go through anything you're going through with you, to kind of figure out what's going on and to kind of start, breaking down the barriers that really are preventing you from connecting with self. Another reason you might be struggling is because you have a lot of unhealed trauma and you need to get to some roots. So let's say you are journaling, or you are trying to find a way, but you're still stuck in a pattern, or you feel like you can't have breakthrough. You may need deliverance. You may need to go back in time and get some of those roots pulled up. You may have not had time or even the knowledge of getting to some of your core wounds. So all of these are different reasons why you could be stuck in these mental dysfunctional patterns. But the good news is that there is hope for you, there is peace for you. And that is what my prayer is for all of you that are watching. And that is what I offer you in my one-on-one sessions: mental, emotional, spirit, soul, and body healing. Okay, so my spiritual self and connection must first be restored. Then my soul realm must be healed. And this is a lifelong journey because, as I shared before, and those of you that are new, I share this a lot, but the soul realm is where we battle life, because it is the part of self, the inner being, but it is the part of self that is connected to the spiritual realm and the physical realm. So we are in a constant warfare between dark and light, good and evil, and the war rages in the soul realm. So the more in touch I am with my soul, the better I can combat the battles that come against me. And this is why I teach this, and this is why I want you to be empowered and equipped with this knowledge. So I'm going to open the floor for anybody. You have any mental health questions or emotional health questions, this is your night to ask me, and I will answer all questions. If you feel it's something more private and you'd rather just share it via email, you can email me at shesrestored@gmail.com. And that is actually in my description box. My email is there for y'all to contact me. Or if you feel like, you know what, you just want to set something up and do a one-to-one session, then you can go ahead and book directly, and I'd be happy to work with you. I'd be happy to help you get on your inner healing journey. Okay, sound. I want a sound mind. I want a mind that is whole and filled with peace. Especially have a good and posture of peace in the midst of my circumstance and the midst of what's going on out here, because that is what is going to keep you grounded. Now, another area that's important to remember, and it has to do with the trauma. If you have unhealed trauma and you find yourself, you know, again, we all handle life differently. You find yourself getting triggered. You know, maybe you get upset a lot when you get stressed out, or you have emotional breakdowns. All of these are signs that there's something that needs rescue, that needs healing. And even when you are in your recovery and you're doing your inner healing work, and you're taking the time to, you know, get to those roots, and you're taking the time to do your daily meditations and practices and affirmations, whatever it is that helps you, there are seasons when, as you're going through this journey, that you're just going to be sensitive to stuff because you've uncovered it. And so it's sort of like a cut that is still healing, and you've taken the band-aid off, but it still feels raw, it still feels sensitive to the air and things like that. It's the same thing with the soul realm. You have to remember that you want to take your time, and that you want to make sure that you're being patient with yourself, because the healing journey is, you know, it's peaks and valleys. So yeah, any questions? Anybody have any questions tonight for me? So first is my spiritual centeredness. I must be spiritually centered so that I can be mentally centered and emotionally centered. And then my soul must begin to heal. And as I'm on this inner healing journey, I also want to remember to incorporate the things that work for me. Okay, so again, this is part of this, you know, the discovery space of the inner healing journey. You know, what are things that bring you peace? What are things that naturally quell your soul when you're stressed out? Okay, you want to remember to, especially when you are triggered, or you're in a space where you're having chronic stress, or you know, anxiety, your anxiety is really high, whatever it is, you want to remember to incorporate your specific and personal practices. You know, let's say you like to do meditation, or you like to do stretch therapy. By the way, that's something I'm going to be doing very soon, hopefully. And this is part of the Spirit Soul Body, where I'm going to start teaching y'all how to stretch and how to connect the spirit, soul, and body together with movement, and releasing pain. And it's going to be beautiful, and I'm excited. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still in flux. But just FYI, that's coming. So yeah, so practices that help you with mental unrest. Again, all of the arts are healing therapies. Maybe for you, maybe it could be, you know, teas or something nutritional that, you know, just kind of herbs or things like that that just kind of help with your anxiety mentally. There's a lot of great foods and herbs out there to help with that. But yeah, like I said, releasing it. So that's important, to incorporate your specific, whatever brings you joy. If it's a special blanket, you know, that especially when the weather's cold, or water, you know, whatever it is for you, it must be part of your go-to when it comes to getting your mind in a space of rest so you can become sound. Now, there is a space that we get to, and it comes only through the spirit realm, where you can have perfect peace in the midst of the storm. And trust me, it's easier said than done, and it is. It can be feel like it's hard to attain, but remember that we are spiritual beings first and foremost. And everything that our soul longs for, our body longs for, is found in the spirit. Okay? So it's very vital that I must be connected to the spirit so that I can have those inheritances that are given to me freely. It's really just a matter of me learning how to connect spiritually, and then allowing the spirit to pour into me and bring me the rest and the peace that I'm seeking. I think that's all for tonight, y'all. I'm sorry about the interruptions. I'm sorry about the internet. I don't know why I was acting up tonight, but hopefully it just synced up for us, and my voice is my lips. It's been some live streams where it doesn't happen, but it's okay. So welcome to this new week. This is the month of establishment. I'm excited for us. It's weird. I feel like this month has gone by really fast, and yet at the same time, it hasn't. I don't know why. It's weird. I've noticed that with time too. But nonetheless, it's the month of establishment. And if you haven't seen my video yet on establishment, go watch it. It's a short one. But I tell you, good things are coming for us. So this month, God is establishing us mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So if this is all new to you, be prepared, because it's going to be beautiful for you. It's going to be beautiful for us. And all my classes are available. So those of you that are interested, please sign up. I'd love to see you in the classroom. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh, how could I forget? My workshop. So I'm doing She's Restored workshop. I do this quarterly, and it is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. Reflect, Release, Restore. This workshop is where I teach you on the inner healing journey, and it's a good workshop. So if you know nothing about the inner healing journey, this is your space to come and join me. I do have it priced at $17, but I can work with your budget. If that's too much for you, I can work with your budget, so don't hesitate to email me. But it's tomorrow evening, and you can find me on Google Meets. You can sign up on my website for that. And if you can't make it tomorrow, then I will see you in the winter one, because I do them quarterly. So any questions you have for me before I say goodnight? I think that's all, y'all. That's all I have for y'all tonight. I will be back on for our live streams. I will be back definitely on Friday. That's our last day's live stream. But if I have something to share on Wednesday, then I will be back on Wednesday for our live stream. Otherwise, I will see you all for soul strengthening sessions tomorrow for those of you that sign up for my class, or I will see you in our one-to-one sessions for those of you that are interested in starting your inner healing journey with me. Again, I work with your budget, so don't be intimidated by my prices. If you can't afford it, I will work with your budget. But yeah, see y'all Friday. Hope you have a great rest of the night and a great week. It's the month of establishment. Prepare for amazing